Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The second meeting of the year on tap here between these two fierce AFC rivals. These teams know each other very well, and that only serves to stoke the flames of what is always a heated battle. It's the Browns going up against the Steelers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. First down, Kaiser. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. Dumping it off for Johnson. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go! Brand 38!
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw, Kaiser. Room here to run. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The big fella. And he's in for 6, a Steeler touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And his first look is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Come on, let's go. Man 38.
From the gun, Kaiser. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Mike Singletary in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Marshall being chased out left. Brought in by Coates. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left. still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. In motion is Coates. Off play action. Marshall flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On third down, Marshall dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Dan Carpenter to try a field goal here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Jets who are leading that ball game at the moment. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Carpenter now, after the made field goal, will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. This is Crowell. And some room to maneuver. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. It's a big play there for the Browns. 56 yards on the ground. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Play action now. Kaiser Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round! On, let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it at the 42. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here. A first down throw for Kaiser. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first.
Here we go. Black round. Black round. Here we go.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. From the pistol, they'll run with Hyde. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Second down. Here's Crowell trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Johnson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. And Parkey's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Looking to throw. Marshall. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Meanwhile, over in Cincinnati, and it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and 4. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Coleman has it here right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen. And
he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And now running right through it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Meanwhile, the second quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing on first down, Marshall. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover two or a two-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. They go play action here on first down. Going underneath for Crowell. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it second down. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, Johnson. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They go play action. Kaiser. He made Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll go again with Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll send Brown in motion right. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Shift together here from the D-line. The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd down following the run. The play clock's running down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Marshall. Flush to his right. Now he'll let this one go deep. Right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds. Right around the 10-yard line. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Bell. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go.
first chance for the backup here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it'll bring up third down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. In motion is Coates. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Meanwhile, over in Cincinnati. And looks like the Bengals starting to pull away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Again, it's Crowell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Mike Singletary in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Fourth down, Kaiser, desperation time. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in the contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. yards now on second down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Let's go. What? Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Check. Pressure.
And he motions the wide receiver.
No. Ohio.
Third and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Carpenter knocks it through, and the lead stretches 16-3 now. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Do you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Kaiser firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Flex round.
Kaiser now. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. On second down, Dobbs out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing here, Dobbs. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. 1st and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Joshua Dobbs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Let's go.
zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
This has been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. To throw is Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. Gets past 1 man. Finding room to the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Dobbs. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Carpenter now, after the made field goal, will kick this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati.